Hey y'all, what's up? It's Raque and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Need y'all to be a part of the family because we're about to have story time. In order to hear this story, you must be a part of this family. So go ahead and hit that button. Alright, so now that everybody is family, I'm about to tell y'all like a really traumatic story of mine. This happened last year. And like tears come to my eyes just thinking about it, but I'm gonna tell y'all about the time I got my wisdom teeth taken out and my whole experience of it. So if you want to hear it, let's get to it. The day was August 5th, 2016. It was a Friday. I was scheduled to have my wisdom teeth taken out. The scheduling was for my two bottom teeth. Originally, it was supposed to be my top and bottom, but my Medicaid didn't cover that, so I could only get the bottom. I arrived to the oral surgeon. I do not remember his name. I think it was Dr. Bean, maybe. And so we had a consultation like the week before. He was like, this is what's going to be done. Make sure you don't eat beforehand. You're not supposed to eat anything like 12 hours before you get your wisdom teeth taken out because the anesthesia or something will make you throw up or you can feel nauseous during it or something like that. Well, 2 a.m. the night before I was going to get my teeth taken out, I was thirsty, so I had to drink a bottle of water that night. So that just started, that's when everything went downhill, because I did that. And so I get to the surgeon, he's like, oh, did you eat anything? I'm like, no, I'm good, I'm really hungry right now. He's like, okay, good. He calls to the back, you know, he sits me in the chair, his assistant comes in, she's like, okay, I'm gonna start you off with the anesthesia. You should start feeling pretty drowsy or sleepy in a little bit in about 5 to 10 minutes. And she was like, I'll come back after that. So I'm like, okay, cool. So she hit me with the needle. I was hooked up to the EKG, whatever the name of that thing is in the back that monitors your heart rate. I was hooked up to that. So I heard my heartbeat in the back. So like when she was putting that in, all I heard was, at first it was all normal. Soon as she hit that needle at me, I was so scared. And she gave me that look like, this girl's too old to be nervous. She hit me with that and like 5-10 minutes go by and I'm just sitting there thinking like, oh God, like just praying, please get me through this surgery, all safe and sound, God, the doctor's hands. I want to go home and recover. So I come back in there like, how you feeling? I'm like, I feel the same. She was like, oh, well, we're gonna have to give you more then. I'm like, oh God, I'm about to die. They're gonna overdose me. He come in there, he's like, you ready? I'm like, well, I need some more anesthesia first because I'm not sleepy. So he's like, okay, let's do your other arm because for some reason you're not sleeping. You should be like really drowsy right now. So they hit me with some more anesthesia. He's like, give it a few seconds. So I'm like, okay. And the last thing I remember, I was thinking about, this nurse looked like a sorority girl. I wonder what sorority she in. And I was knocked out. So fast forward, it's the end of my surgery. She's like, okay, we're about to roll you into the recovery room and wait on your mom to come get you. So I'm like, okay. So I get rolled into the room and I'm like, oh, what? And so she's like, how you feel? I'm just like, whenever I'm like drowsy or sleepy, I start whining and sounding like a baby. So I'm like, okay. So I'm in the other room waiting on my mama. I get picked up. My mom's like, how you feeling? How you feeling? How does it feel? Her and my brother come get me and we're on our way home. So far, you know, I don't feel any pain. I just have the gauze in my mouth. You know, I'm good or whatever. And I'm like, okay, thinking to myself, kind of high, you know, like, oh, I'm okay. So they had to help me up the stairs because my apartment is upstairs. So we got home and my mama laid me down and she's like, okay, I'm gonna prop your pillows up and lay you down. And I was good from there. I was like, okay, like this ain't so bad. And I went back to sleep to let the anesthesia wear off. Well, about an hour or two later, I really had to pee. And so I was conscious enough to even like check my phone and stuff. I was like, okay, I can get up and pee. I still couldn't talk though. So like I really had to pee and my mouth like was starting to hurt. Like that was when the pain was starting to kick in. My mom was like, call me if you need me. I'm finna go to the store, but I'll be right back. But I'm in my room or whatever. So she was in her room when I had to get up to go pee. So I was like, what do I need to call her for? I can do this myself, right? So I get up, like, okay, I'll just hold on to the wall as I walk to the bathroom, right? So I go to the bathroom and I sit down to pee and my head just, oh yeah. Ooh, I'm feeling good, but I'm feeling really drowsy and dizzy. So I lift myself up off of the toilet to flush it and then I fall out. And I'm like, Mama, Mama. because I still got the gauze and stuff in my mouth, right? She come running up in the bathroom. What's wrong? What's wrong? Like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I realized I could not breathe, y'all. So I was like, this is it. I'm dead. It's done. This is the end of my life. So she's like, what do you want me to do? I was like, I can't breathe. I was like, my mouth hurts. I can't breathe. She's like, you want me to call 911? I'm like, yes. She take me, she's like, okay, I'm gonna call 911, come lay on the couch. So the paramedics get here, and I ended up having to go back to the hospital. My blood pressure was really low because I lost a lot of blood, you know, from getting my teeth taken out, and the gauze, like the blood was still running out. So I go to the back to the emergency room, and they just prescribed me with some vertigo pills because I was still really sleepy or dizzy or whatever. And so I was just laying there just thinking to myself in that ER, like, wow, this is it. Like, wisdom teeth knocked me out. Wisdom teeth is what made me kick the bucket, right? We're gonna go ahead and fast forward through the rest of this week and how the rest of my experience went. So like, first day I was in hella pain, so much pain, and I was prescribed hydrocodone, ibuprofen, and amoxicillin for bacteria. It was my antibiotic. And so normally when you take a narcotic such as hydrocodone, you are supposed to take that with food on your stomach. So it's the next day, I'm in pain. I could not eat, my mouth hurts. So I'm like, but I'm in pain. So I take hydrocodone with no food on my stomach, right? Threw it right back up, and then my mouth started hurting even more. I kept bleeding. My mama had to go to work, so I was just in this house by myself, hungry. I couldn't sleep because if I turned my head to one cheek or the other, like, my mouth hurts. So I'm just laying in bed, just miserable, just laying like this. And so the hydrocodone made me throw up because I took it on an empty stomach. My mama yelled at me because I took it on an empty stomach, not making me feel any better that I did that, making me feel stupid. But it's whatever, I forgave her. I tried to eat some Jello that day. That wasn't working, threw that up. And then I tried applesauce. That was okay. Applesauce was good. I kind of held that down for a little bit, but I didn't want anything else. So my mama, she was trying to, you know, rush me to recover so fast, you know? Like, this the second day or the third day or whatever. She's like, okay, you ready for some rice? I made you some pork chops too. I'm looking at her like, bruh. Rice and pork chops? Pork chops? How am I gonna eat that? She's like, well, you need to eat, Raquel. Well, mama, how am I going to chew? You can chew. Okay, so you my mouth. So you my teeth. You're my pain receptors. You know what I feel like. Obviously, I can chew pork chops because you said I can chew pork chops, right? Well, she was wrong. And so I'm sitting here trying to, with my front teeth, trying to eat these pork chops. And she got mad at me because I couldn't finish it. And she was like, well, don't be calling me when you be falling out again. Okay, well, I won't call you then. Oh my gosh, so my whole experience, I'm just gonna kind of fast forward some more. I really did not fully recover it until about a month and a half later, just because I was kind of half dramatic with it, but I really was in pain. Like, it was really hard for me to eat something. I kept thinking I was going to get a dry socket, so I was scared to eat anything. The only thing that was keeping me alive was mashed potatoes from KFC. I kept calling back to the dentist or the surgeon office. I'm like, I think I got a dry socket. I think I got a dry socket. She's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You're fine. And so I was getting frustrated with them because they didn't believe me when I said I had a dry socket. I didn't. But yeah, that's my whole experience. So I'm going to give you a little bit of advice about wisdom teeth. When you get your wisdom teeth taken out, don't eat beforehand. Like I said, it can mess up with the anesthesia, make you throw up during the surgery or afterwards. Also, if you're going to be taking a narcotic, make sure that you take that on a full stomach and not an empty stomach, or you will throw up like I did. Let's not have that. Also, some things that I suggest for you to eat is like applesauce. Try to slurp a smoothie. I know you're not supposed to drink through a straw, I remember, because you could pull out the stitches. So try to slurp a smoothie. Mashed potatoes and gravy was really good for me. Ice cream was like the best thing. I lost about 10 pounds because I didn't want to eat anything. Try to have, you're gonna really have to be on a liquid based diet for like a week or so. Some people recover better than others, but me, I had to stay on the liquids because food, I couldn't even eat the pork chops, y'all. So try to stick with liquids. Try to find something that's really soupy Soup is good too. I suggest that you get a lot of rest. Don't think that you can get up immediately after being under local anesthesia, because you cannot. You will faint. My other advice for y'all is switch between cold packs and a heating pad on your mouth. I started out with ice packs on my jaws, and then like towards the end I switched over to heat, and that kind of just the back and forth with the cold and heat really helps soothe my mouth a little bit. You know, take it easy. Don't try to do like strenuous work, because you might, you know, be and just like pull out a dry or catch a dry socket. And a dry socket is when your stitches come out before they're completely dissolved or healed, and you have like a gaping hole in the back of your mouth, and it's really painful, I heard. But every experience is different. I'm just giving y'all some advice on my experience and just a couple things that y'all can do if you're preparing to get your wisdom teeth taken out. Don't be afraid. It's really the aftermath that hurts the worst. You don't feel anything during the surgery, and honestly it probably takes about 6 months before you're completely truly healed. Work your way up to more solid foods when you feel comfortable. My mama was trying to push me to eat pork chops and I wasn't ready, so eat pork chops when you're ready. That's really all the advice that I have for y'all. I hope that you enjoyed my little story time. Like I said, it was a very traumatizing experience for me, just because I was in so much pain. I was in so much pain. Also, make sure you comment if you've had your wisdom teeth taken out before, and any advice that you would like to give to other people who are watching this video. And of course, like I said at the beginning, make sure you subscribe if you did not, because in order to hear this story you had to be a part of the family. So make sure you subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye y'all.